Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Flick English. And I am so excited about today's topic because it's about something millions of people experience every single day. Marco, you look really energetic today. Did you have a double espresso this morning?
Actually, yes, I did. I had a very large coffee because I knew we were recording this episode today.
Coffee is magical, isn't it? We always end up talking about coffee in our episodes.
We do. But today, Erica, coffee is actually part of our story because we're talking about something fast, loud, and incredibly busy.
Oh, I think I know what it is. Are we talking about life in a big city?
Exactly. Today, we're diving into the daily routine of living in a major city like New York, London, Tokyo, or Sao Paulo.
This is such a great topic. Man, a lot of our listeners either live in big cities or dream of visiting one. And city life is so different from life in small towns.
It really is. The pace is faster, the crowds are bigger, and there's always something happening. We'll talk about commuting, traffic, crowds, and some special vocabulary that city people use every day.
I love it! But before we jump into the busy streets and subway stations, we have a quick favor to ask.
Yes! If you're enjoying Flick English and learning useful vocabulary with us, please hit that like button. It really helps us reach more English learners.
And please subscribe so you never miss our weekly episodes. We want to be part of your English learning journey.
And if you have friends or family who are learning English, share this episode with them. They might be curious about city life vocabulary too.
Thank you so much. Okay, Marco, let's dive into the big city. Where should we start?
Let's start at the very beginning. How does a typical day begin in a major city?
Well, for me, it always starts with a loud alarm clock. In the city, people wake up early because they need time for their commute.
Commute. That's such an important word. Can you explain what it means for our listeners?
Sure. Your commute is your journey from home to work. It's the daily trip you make, and in big cities, this can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours.
2 hours? That's a long time spent traveling. My commute is about 45 minutes each way, so that's an hour and a half of my day just getting to and from work.
Exactly. And the commute can really be an adventure. Sometimes a good adventure, sometimes a challenging one.
So, how do you get to work, Erica? Do you drive?
No way! Driving in the city is way too stressful for me. The traffic is absolutely terrible, especially during certain times of day.
I completely agree. So, you use public transportation then?
Yeah, I take the subway every morning. In some cities, they call it the metro or the tube, but here we say subway. It's the train system that runs underground.
I take the subway too. But I have to admit, I have a love-hate relationship with it.
Ha! Why do you hate it?
Because of the crowds during rush hour. At 8 a.m., it's absolutely packed with people.
Oh, rush hour is such an important phrase to know. It's the time period when everyone is traveling to work, usually between 7 and 9 a.m.
And then again in the evening, usually from 5 to 7 p.m. when everyone is going home. During rush hour, there are people absolutely everywhere.
Everywhere. On the platform, waiting for the train, on the stairs, crowding into the train cars. Sometimes you can't even find a seat.
A seat? Erica, I never sit down during rush hour. There are no seats available. I always have to stand.
Same here. You stand there, holding on to the handle or the pole, pressed up against other people.
Very close to strangers. Sometimes uncomfortably close. We say we're packed like sardines.
That's such a funny expression. It means we're squeezed together tightly, like fish packed in a tin can.
It's definitely not comfortable. But I have to admit, the subway's fast. It gets you where you need to go quickly.
That's true. It's much faster than taking a bus. Do you ever take the bus, Marco?
Sometimes, but only when I'm not in a hurry. I actually like the bus because you can see the city as you travel.
That's a good point. On the subway, you're underground in dark tunnels. On the bus, you can look out the window and watch the city life.
Exactly. You can see the shops, the people walking, the street performers. But the bus has one major problem.
Let me guess, traffic jams?
Yes! Traffic jams are the worst. When there are too many cars and everything stops moving, it's so frustrating.
You just sit there, not moving, while everyone around you is honking their horns. Beep, beep, beep.
Honking. That's the sound a car horn makes. And the city is such a noisy place, isn't it?
It's incredibly loud. You've got cars honking, police sirens wailing, people talking and shouting, music playing.
And don't forget construction noise. There's always construction happening somewhere in a big city.
Always. Someone is constantly fixing roads or building new skyscrapers.
I love that word, skyscraper. It's a building so tall it seems to touch the sky.
When I look up at skyscrapers from the street, I feel tiny. But they look amazing at night when all the lights are glowing.
They really do. Okay, so we've survived the morning commute, we've arrived at work, we've had our second cup of coffee of the day,
The second of many.
and then we work through the morning. But, Erica, what happens at lunchtime in the city?
Lunch in the city is great because there are so many options. Almost too many choices. It can be hard to decide what to eat.
Do you bring lunch from home or do you buy it?
It depends. Sometimes I pack lunch to save money, which we talked about in our budgeting episode. But other days, I like to buy something.
Same here. And in the city, we have these wonderful food trucks.
I love food trucks. They're like small mobile kitchens on wheels that park on the street corners.
You can get tacos, burgers, sandwiches, ethnic food. And it's usually really delicious and served quickly.
Speed is important in the city because everyone is always in a hurry. No one has time to waste.
Have you noticed how fast everyone walks in the city? If you walk at a normal pace, people get impatient.
Yes. They'll say, "Excuse me," or "Coming through." Or sometimes they just push past you.
It's what we call the hustle and bustle of city life.
Oh, that's a great expression. Hustle and bustle means all the busy activity and noise of a crowded place.
The city definitely has a lot of hustle and bustle. It has this unique energy that makes you feel alive.
It does. But that same energy can also make you feel exhausted by the end of the day.
So true. After work comes the evening commute, the journey home.
And by then, everyone is tired. The subway at 6 p.m. is much quieter than the morning.
People are looking at their phones, reading books, or sometimes even sleeping while standing up.
I've definitely seen people sleep while standing. It's like a special talent you develop when you live in the city.
But even though we're tired, the city doesn't sleep, does it?
No! They say New York is the city that never sleeps. But that's true for many major cities around the world.
There's always something to do. Restaurants open late, movie theaters, shopping centers, live music venues.
Do you go out a lot in the evenings, Marco?
On Fridays and weekends, yes. But during the week, I prefer staying home on my comfortable couch.
I understand that. Though, sometimes it's nice to meet friends for dinner at one of the city's many restaurants.
That's one of my favorite things about the city. You can find food from absolutely every country in the world.
Italian, Chinese, Indian, Mexican, Thai, Ethiopian. The variety is incredible.
It's like traveling around the world just by eating dinner. That's the beauty of the city's diversity.
I love that too. Different people, different languages, different cultures, all mixed together.
But, Erica, sometimes the city can be overwhelming, don't you think?
Definitely. Too much noise, too much concrete and steel, too many people.
Sometimes you just need nature. Green space, trees, fresh air.
Where do you go when you need a break from the urban chaos?
I go to the park. Every major city has at least one large park, like Central Park in New York or Hyde Park in London.
The park is like an oasis in the middle of all the noise and traffic.
Exactly. An oasis. A peaceful place surrounded by chaos. I like to sit on a bench, watch the birds, maybe eat a sandwich.
And for that hour, you can almost forget about the traffic and the crowds outside the park.
It's so important to find that balance between the exciting energy of the city and peaceful moments of rest.
Balance is definitely the key to enjoying city life. Marco, could you ever imagine living in a small, quiet town?
That's a tough question. A quiet town with no subway, no skyscrapers, no 24-hour stores.
Maybe someday, when you're older.
Maybe. But right now, I love the energy and convenience of the city. What about you?
I feel the same way. I complain about rush hour and the crowds, but I love that everything is so convenient.
Right. The shops are nearby, doctors are nearby, entertainment is close. Everything is accessible.
And if I want ice cream at midnight, I can actually go buy some.
Emergency ice cream. A very important city service.
You know, Marco, there's one more thing about city life we should mention.
What's that?
The fashion. People in business districts dress so professionally. Men in suits, women in stylish dresses.
But at the same time, you can wear whatever you want in the city and nobody judges you.
That's true. You could wear a crazy costume or bright pink hair, and people just accept it.
The city is very accepting of individuality. You can truly be yourself.
Okay, Marco, let's review some of the important city vocabulary we covered today.
Great idea! We learned commute, the trip to work, and rush hour, the busy travel times in morning and evening.
We talked about the subway and traffic jams and those beautiful tall buildings called skyscrapers.
And we learned hustle and bustle, that busy, energetic atmosphere of the city.
These are really useful words if you're visiting or living in a big city. And I have a practical tip for anyone visiting a city.
What's your tip?
If you get lost, use the map on your phone. Technology makes city navigation so much easier now.
That's very modern and practical. Or you can ask someone, "Excuse me, where's the nearest subway station?"
Or, where's the best coffee shop? Always important.
Coffee first, everything else second.
Talking about the city makes me want to go outside and explore.
Really? Where would you go?
I'd walk through the park and maybe grab a snack from a food truck. That sounds like a perfect afternoon.
It does. But unfortunately, our time today is almost finished.
Time passes so quickly, just like life in the city.
It really does. But this was such a fun conversation. I hope everyone enjoyed learning about city life.
We have a question for all of you listening.
Yes! Do you live in a big city or a small town? And what's your favorite thing about where you live?
Maybe you love the excitement and energy, or maybe you prefer peace and quiet. Tell us in the comments.
We love reading your stories, and it's great practice for your English writing skills.
Hey, and before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to Flick English.
Hit that like button if you learned something new today, and share this episode with your friends who might enjoy it.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. You're all amazing.
Have a wonderful day, whether you're in a busy city or a peaceful town.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.